friends, I wanted to share with you my latest project, and this is a collaboration with Rach and Bella Crafts, and there's going to be several collaborators, actually quite a few collaborators. This collaboration will be going on for the month of July, and it is called the A to Z of Favorite Summer Crafts. It is hosted by Rach and Bella Crafts. So please check out all of the collaborators. You will see a new collaborator every day of the month in July. The premise of this collaboration was to share with you guys a video that inspired us and to share with you our take on whatever was created in the video that inspired us. I was inspired by Rach and Bella Crafts because she made a mini journal, and I've been dying to make a mini journal. And so I am following her tutorial on how to make a mini journal, and that's what I want to share with you. I also need to note that the kit that I used, and I'm actually getting ready to show you all the pages of the kit, but the kit that I used is a collaboration kit between Rach and Bella Crafts and also Lined Out Arrow. So let me move these extra papers out of the way and show you the kit. Please keep in mind that these pages have been printed out in miniature. And actually, I have these in the order that I want to fold them into the journals. So I'm going to try to keep them in that order as I show them to you. Now, I did print the kit onto the back of scrapbook paper. So this piece of scrapbook paper was plain on the back, and then I printed the kit on it. So this is the kit side. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. And what I did to print it out small was I kept it in portrait mode, and it will just automatically print it small for you if you don't switch it to landscape. Now these I had not folded, so I'm going to go through these for you. It's a beautiful, beautiful kit, and it has a very nice summer feeling to it and summer inspiration. I did want to let you know on this one and a few others, this is much more intense in reality, and I took the saturation down just because I wanted it to be a little bit softer for my journal. So this is a piece that I plan to use for collage. So I printed this out on just regular white paper. This piece I printed out much larger, as you can see, normal 8.5 by 11. So I will probably use this for collage as well. Here are some tags that come with the kit. Here are some little cut aparts and ephemera. Some more tags. And more. This is a little folding pocket. Here's some little hearts, and I might use those for little tiny pockets. Here's some small ephemera. Another small envelope. It printed out a little bit crooked, but that was my fault. Another envelope. See the intensity on this one? That's how all the prints look in reality. Some ephemera here. Some small ephemera, like mini postcards. Some envelopes. More envelopes. Not envelopes, but pockets. Sorry, guys. Some little postcards. And some tiny ephemera with words on it. So that's the kit, you guys. So before I get cutting everything apart, I want to mention to you the name of the video by Rach and Bella Crafts that inspired me to make a mini journal, and it was called How to Make a Mini Junk Journal in Less Than 60 Minutes. So I thought that was really great. It is geared towards beginners, and I thought that was really great too. So I want to share with you, whether you're a beginner or advanced, how you too can make a mini journal in 60 minutes or less. Friends, I have cut out all of the ephemera, and so I'm just going to show it to you real quick. But I will tell you this true confession that we can't count cutting the ephemera in with the 60-minute junk journal, mini junk journal creation, at least not for me. It took me about 40 minutes to cut out the ephemera. So, just so you know. Oops, I left a corner out there, but I'll do that when I get ready to use it. Here are pockets. Here are some mini pieces that I will end up using for layering. Like these are miniature oil paintings. And then here we have some miniature stamps. And everything truly is miniature, some miniature ephemera, which will be great fun for layering. And then I didn't cut out all the words yet. I left them on here together because if I cut them all out, they'll just be all over the place. So as I need them, I'll snip them and ink them. Here we have these little guys, and same, I didn't cut them out to be completely single because I didn't want them to, get lost or anything like that, but at least they're ready to go. It'll be a quicker process when I'm ready to use them. And we had two like small little tags. I'll probably end up layering these. Maybe I'm thinking on book pages I think would look kind of cool. So I did the little hearts here. See, there's quite a bit of ephemera with this kit, which is wonderful. And so you truly can make this book, I believe, using just this ephemera. Or, of course, you can add some if you'd like to. So what we're going to do now, I'm just showing this to you real quick, but what we're going to do now is go ahead and put ink on these so that when we go to use them, we don't have to stop at that time and ink them up. Now, obviously, we're not going to ink these or the small words, but some of the other stuff. So let me go grab an ink that I think I want to work with. I grabbed brown. I don't want to use brown, but we got it just in case another color won't work for whatever reason. So we've got that over here. I've got green because green is a color of summertime just because things are just fresh and green. And then I've got my little minis here, and in my minis I have this purplish blue. I guess it does lean more purple. I can use that if we want to, although there's not a ton of purple in here. And I've got this little minty green, which might come in handy here or there. I do have peach. There are a few pages that have a little bit of peach. I've got a bright pink. I have a yellow, which I don't foresee using, and then of course I have a little black one. I got these at clearance somewhere. I can't remember. It was probably Tuesday morning actually, and I like it because they're small and I can just use them. I don't have to really use like a dauber. I don't really like to take the time to use a dauber. I don't know if that's bad, good, or indifferent, but I just don't. So anyway, these little guys work for me. I don't know if I'll ever be able to find another set like this, but I do like them. I'm just going to grab things that I want a blue or purple edge on, and I'm just going to do those first. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm really excited about this project and I feel honored to be included in this collaboration, and I do hope you guys will follow along. I will plan on doing, I think, 2 videos for this collaboration. This one, which is a little bit of a process video, and then the next one, which I'll probably just have it be the flip through, unless there's a few things I need to button up, and then do that and then have the flip through at the end of that. So we'll just see how things go. So I'm actually, at the time of this recording, and you'll see this much later actually than than now. This is prior to my trip with Carl. You guys know I've been talking about our trip, but it is coming up in a few days. And so I finally got everything decided upon, and we are going to take a road trip in the Jeep. And I'm pretty excited about that. I love my Jeep. And we are going to go to an antique car museum because most of you know, well, many of you, I can't say most, but many of you know that Carl's really into old cars, and he actually has a channel. He restores, rebuilds, and modifies antique, or well, I can't say antique, but I would say vintage and classic cars, what we would say classic cars. So that'll be kind of neat to go to that museum, and that's in Jacksonville, Florida. And then we're going to scooch on over to Alabama because there is a museum there as well, and it has like these warships there, so he wants to take a look at that. And then I'm hoping that while we're in those places, we can hit the downtown areas, and I can see if there's any little antique shops or thrift stores that I might want to take a look at, pop inside. Then once we leave Alabama, we're going to head up to Helen, Georgia, which is it was like a German settlement. And so the architecture there's a lot of like Bavarian architecture, and it's just a cute little sweet little town. I have never been there. I heard that there's like craftsmen there and some waterfalls around. So that'll be fun. We're spending the majority of our time there, and I think we're going to be there for 4 days. And then when we leave there, we're going to head straight south. We're going to stop at Valdosta, Georgia, and I am definitely hoping to visit the downtown there as well and see, if there's any historical places, museums, or, antique shops, just to pop my head in and see if I run into anything fun and exciting. And then we're going to sleep over there, and then we will head home. So we're going to be gone for 8 days, and then we'll return home. And I was going to tell you 8 days, but like it's 24 hours of driving, but of course we won't be doing all of that driving at once. So it'll be broken up, so that should be fun. And one of our goals, so when you hop in your car and you go somewhere and you're just like pedal to the metal because you just want to get where you're going, especially if like you're going to visit family or something like that. But you always pass by these places that you kind of wish you could stop, but you don't dare stop because then like, you're going to feel like you never get to where you want to go. So our goal on this trip is to go ahead and stop if we want to. If there's like a little general store in a little town, or a little fruit stand, and we're hungry, or I don't travel without a cooler because I have dietary requirements that I need to follow just so that I, feel better and I don't get sick and all that kind of stuff. So, if I see some fruit stands or something, it might be nice to fill up our cooler. I travel with a cooler, and it's just how I do it. And because that way I can feel my best. And, when you're traveling, that can be stressful enough. And you want to feel your best, right? I mean, at least I do. So anyway, guys, that's the plan. So I'm pretty excited about it. I did look into the train stuff, but when you're traveling by train, you have to be patient because it doesn't connect up super conveniently. Like one train, it's not like airplanes. It's not like there's all these selections, and how airplanes sometimes you'll have a layover, but usually you can get around that. or usually your layover isn't like overnight. Well, with trains it might be, because of course there's not as many options, right? So I definitely do want to do a train trip, but we're going to wait and do that once he retires. And that way, you know, if we have to stay over in a town or something, maybe we take advantage of it and stay over more than one night and check out the town and then head on to where we're going to go. So that's the plan for that. Another place I want to go someday is I want to go to, I don't like the blue on there, I want to go to Alaska someday, so that is on my list. I think we're going to try the peach on this one. And I'm gonna, you know what I'm going to do? So I'm going to get that yellow out that I thought I wouldn't use, right? We're going to go around it with that. Actually, that looks pretty neat. And then we're going to go ahead and hit it with the peach. Yeah, that looks nice and sunny and summery, right? So this one has like a little edge, so I'm just going to grab my scissors that have this jagged edge, and I'm going to go around it with that. Not being too careful or too particular, because we're going to ink it up, and so you know, it's fine. And the question is, what color do we want to ink this up with? I wonder if the blue would look good on this one. Yeah, let's try the blue. Let's try it in a corner. All right, and then maybe, I don't think I want all of it to be blue, so let's try the green. Yeah, I like that. That's sweet. Okay. All right, so as we're sitting here and we're inking and chatting, I'm thinking to myself, all right, so I don't think we can count all of the inking in with our 60-minute journal build. But if you were a beginner and you didn't have ink or you didn't want to ink, you know, then you could omit this stuff, right? You don't have to ink all the stuff that goes in your journal. So we'll call this optional. All right, my friends, I think I got just about everything inked, and I wanted to show you, since I don't use the yellow very often, I wanted to show you 3 tags that I did use the yellow on. And look what a nice little sunny, you know, addition it is. Can you tell? I mean, I just think it looks really cute around the edges. So I wanted to show you that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set these aside. I showed this to you guys a little while back. I'm going to share it with you again in case you're new here. I've got this, and it has 2 of these little things on it. This is the cutter. It's got the razor blade in it. This one doesn't have a razor. It's a, I don't know what we call it, but it will take and just score the paper just enough so that it makes it really easy to bend a straight line. Look at that. It's like magic, right? So now if you have one of these and you haven't used it, then I will just caution you not to press too hard, because if you do press too hard, it can cut through your paper. So just don't press too hard when you use it. But I have found this to be quite the handy tool, and I know some people have bone folders. I don't have one of those. At least I don't think I have one of those. I might. I just don't think I do. But this works out really great, so I'm enjoying it. So I printed this kit on the back of this so that when you open the envelope, if you can see inside, it'll have a nice little print on it.
Down in a city of gold, when I was struck by luck, 'cause I found you sitting all alone, looking down your phone like a restless soul. The wind that stroked your hair left your scent in the air, and the sun was almost acting as a spotlight just for you, making flowers bloom. Days are made for you. You make me weak in the And you looked away before I could say that all I want is you and to be near. Standing where you are, I'll give you my heart, peace when we're apart. But then he walked by, you see, he walked by and started to smile. Got up and took him by the hand. Now I understand that he is your man. You make me weak in the knees, and I believe in you and me. So darling, please fly away with me, and you will see.
right, we have got all of our pockets and our belly bands in. So now let's go ahead and begin stuffing the pockets with the tags and maybe some little booklets and things like that. All right, we're going to put this one in here and then we're going to put something else in with it. This is light enough to write on, so for now we're going to leave it blank. We can always change our mind. This has a slide pocket. We'll create something bigger for that. Okay, here we go. So let's see. I think that one looks fine there. Now that I don't mind. I kind of like that. That looks pretty. I think this is too bold. But I think once we decorate this one up a little bit, that's nice with this because of the yellow that's in it. So let's stick with that. I like that. We'll create, let's see, let me see if our little bingo card fits in here. So that's cute. Our little bingo card can go in here, and then we'll add another, ticket to it. All right, so now let's find a place for this pocket. What do you guys think right there? Or we could put it over here and the blues go nicely together, but I almost like bringing some color over here. So when the pocket's removed, this can still be written on, and then a tag can be put in here that somebody can attach a photo to if they want to, or whatever. You know, these can be scrapbooks, these can be little mini traveler's notebooks, they can be simply journals, they can become art journals, and somebody can create artwork in it, and you can do miniature art on top of the tags and then pop them in. So these little journals can really be anything that you want them to be. We are going to put this tag here, and since it's a summer journal, we're going to go ahead and use this flamingo paper clip, because I think flamingos definitely say summertime. Now we will go back and embellish that, but right now we're just stuffing the pockets. And actually, while we're doing this, I want to make some little pockets out of these hearts. So let's see how I want to do that. Let me make sure these are the pages I want to put them on. Yes, okay. So we'll put one here. I guess we could do two. That's kind of cute. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. All right. So what we're going to do when we are going to use a heart for a pocket is we're just going to glue this section, and then that way something small will have room to go inside. And then I glue down here just a little bit. And then we're going to do another one, and I was thinking I might want to mix it up and go for a bolder color here on this one, so we have soft, but then we have a little more lively. Let's do that. All right, now we're going to go ahead and start creating things to fill all of the pockets. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and look through some of our scraps. This is our scrapbooking scraps. Remember how I mentioned I printed the kit onto the back of scrapbook paper? So that means we've got some scrapbook scraps. So what I'm going to do is clip off the corners, and now we have a cute little journal card, and we can start filling the pages with those. Now some of them we'll need to go ahead and trim up, you know, so they're not so wide and all of that. So I've got this one, and this is the bike over here, so maybe I make a little tag for this pocket. So size-wise, we could cut right about here and it'll fit in perfectly. Since we're making a 60-minute journal, that means that we're not decorating it to the hilt. You know, if you're a beginner junk journaler or journal maker and you just want to make a few simple journals for your stash, you don't have to, decorate them, to the nines, right? You can just put a beautiful yet simple journal together, and that won't take you 3 weeks to create. Okay, I like that. And I think I would like to put one more in here. And I'd like to put one in here too if I can find something that I feel like goes with it nicely. How about this wood grain piece? It's got the pink, it's got a little bit of gold that matches over here. Yeah, let's go with that one. So remember that I had printed this out too big, and then I had this one that I thought about using for collage. Well, for creating a collage, it's going to take us longer than that 60-minute window that we're trying to do. So I think what I'll do instead of that is I'll cut this and turn it into a little, something that you can open. And that way, we can use it to stuff this pocket. So what I'm doing here is I'm measuring, and I guess I'll just go ahead and cut right there. Let's see, is that right? No, hold on, that's not right. I'm folding there to create the book, and then we're going to cut here. And maybe I'll use this. That's bold and it matches this nicely. Let's create another little pamphlet for in here. There we go. But I want this on top of it so we can see it. There we go. That looks nice. So we can put our scrap here, right? Let's go ahead and put a little something on the edges here. I think that works. I think it's pretty cute. Oh, so we could do another, let's see what we got here. We could do another paperclip one on here, and that way somebody can move them and journal on here, or add pictures, whatever they want to do. It just gives some flexibility. We could, put the paperclip up here so it doesn't or up here actually. Yeah, that might work. All right, friends, so I think what we're gonna do, again with the summer theme, I've got this little paper clip and it's in the shape of a camera, so I thought that was pretty cute. So we're gonna go ahead and attach this piece with the camera paper clip. There, that's pretty cute. All right, for this spread, let's go ahead and use these scraps, and we'll go ahead and cut this and put one of these on this side too. So let's go ahead and start cutting for these. First thing we know we have to do is make them a little bit more slim. Let's see, yeah. This one, I know we're going to have to make them shorter too. Let's see. All right, my friends, the plan here is to decorate ephemera until my battery runs out. And then when my battery runs out, that's going to be the end of this video. And the next video for this will be the flip throughs of both journals. Well, my friends, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. I hope that you were able to craft along or even clean and organize your crafty space while you were hanging out with me. It's all good. Well, friends, this video is a wrap. Thanks for watching. See you soon.